guys, Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade, and today I'm going to show you my kindergartners homeschool lessons and activities for the week. And you see, if you saw my last video, I showed you where I'm keeping his tray activities. I'm keeping them in here. He still does his binder, which stays in here, and in his binder, of course, he has all of his charts that I've shown you in other videos, and then all of his lessons are marked and they're under these tabs, and we do papers every day. So that I won't go through because it'll take a little bit of time. I'm just going to go through his tray activities. So let me take out the first one. And the first one here is all of his, just a bunch of books that he's been reading that I want him to read. This thing is kind of cool. What are you doing, buddy? Sorry, my 3-year-old was climbing over me. So this thing's kind of cool. It shows you, don't climb over me again. It shows you where to read. So for example, he's climbing over me again. If he's reading this story, you can put this on there, and it kind of just highlights the sentence, or you can just highlight each word at a time. So if you see that, he can move it, and it will highlight just, as he's reading, and it kind of helps keep him in his spot where he's reading. Or if you have like a bigger story, you can just highlight by sentences or whatever. So this thing's kind of cool. It's called, let's see, Easy Word Highlighter. Anyway, so I just threw a bunch of stories in here. This one is one from my activity pack that you can download off my website. I'll leave a link below. So we've got that one. I've got a handful of Becca readers here. And I just, like, each day we just kind of pick one or two, and he reads to me. We always do our handbook for reading. He's been reading like a page a day to me in this. This is an Becca book. And then just a couple other stories in here. And then there's a couple Osborne Phonics readers I pulled out. So I just literally pull out a couple of books for the week, and we go from there. All right, let's do the next drawer. Okay, so this next activity is a math activity. And what he's going to do, I just pulled out some addition flashcards. And I pulled out, some basic ones for him. Nothing that's too complicated, just basic addition cards. And then what I'm going to use with this is this Melissa and Doug abacus. And what I'm going to have him do, I'll put this here, is when he sees the flashcard, so it's 6 plus 2, so 6. So he's going to move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 2, 1, 2, equals, and then he has to count. How much does that make? 6, 7, 8. That makes 8. And then the last thing he's going to do is I have these little cars. They came with a puzzle, but they have numbers on them, which I love. And what he's going to do is he's going to try to find the 8, which is right there. Now, cool thing about this puzzle, I didn't pull out the puzzle, I just pulled out the numbers. But the cool thing about it is once he figures out his answer, let me get these here, he gets to go towing for it instead of fishing for it. He's going to go towing for it. So this is like a little tow truck, and he is going to find his answer. His answer is 8, and then he is going to put it there. It's good to find motor skill activity, apparently. So 6 plus 2 is 8, and then he can flip the card over to see if he's correct. He is correct. Then he will go on. So the next one, we'll just do a couple of them. 7 plus 1. So again, he'll put all these back, and he'll do it again. So he'll count out 7 on the top line, 1 on the bottom line, see how much that makes. That makes 8 again, and then he would go fishing. So that is the next activity. All right, let me get into the next one. Okay, the next activity is another math activity, and in this drawer I have, these are number magnets. See, they stick. And I have cards. Now, he is practicing number words. So, recognizing the word and what number it is. So, he's going to look at the card and he's going to say 4. And then he's going to find the 4. And just basically matching the word with the number. So, he'll flip to the next card. 3. And then he'll have to find the 3. So he will have to recognize the number without me telling him what it says. So it's basically just recognizing number words. So they're all in here through 10. So you will do that. And then another way to practice it, I have this. This mat is from my... let's see, my doggy activity set. I will leave a link below if you're interested in downloading this. This is just one activity in that download. But this one has the number words again. So he's going to match up with this one. So he's going to just grab a magnet, 10, and then match it up and put it on the 10. And then he'll grab another one and match it up. 7 and match it up. Now this activity mat comes with little round little numbers where it's got like where they count. But for this activity, I just want him to be practicing recognizing the words and matching it with the numbers. So that's this activity, and he will continue until he has them all figured out. So you get the idea. So that is just another way to practice his number words. So that's this activity. Let's go on and show you the next one. Okay, this next tray activity is for phonics. I have a stamp pad here, and these are they're letter stamps. So you can see, okay, they're letter stamps. And he's got the entire lowercase alphabet in here. I also have uppercase letters, but we don't use uppercase letters too much, and he won't need them for today. So what he's going to do is I have some papers here. This is from my Stamp It Up pack of activities. I'll leave a link below where you can download these for yourself so your child can do them. And all I did is I pulled out one that's short vowels and one that's long vowels. There's a couple different activities in that pack, but I just printed out short vowel and a long vowel page. And what he's going to do is he's going to stamp them. So he will stamp lid, L-I-D. He will stamp pen, P-E-N. And then he will do the same on the long vowel sheet. So tape, T-A-P-E, and these long vowels are with magic E at the end, or silent E, you could call it. So that is one activity that I have in this drawer. Another phonics activity that I have over here are these cards. These are my Making Words cards, and I have them for every vowel, so all 5 vowels, and they're short vowel cards. And you can do these in different ways. You can do them with magnetic letters. You can do them with, once you laminate them, they can use dry erase markers on them, however you want to do. Some of them have the letters on them, and then they just have to put the missing letter. But what I did is, since he's getting really good at short vowels, I picked all cards that were empty, that had no letters on them, at least this side. And so this one is hit. So what I'm going to have him do, these are letter blocks that we have that you can actually string onto a string. See how it's got the hole? But I'm going to have him just use them and do this. So he's going to make hit, H-I-T. Okay, he's got to sound it out himself, and he's got to make it all himself. So he will do these cards. I just pulled out a few of them, and I pulled out ones with different vowels. So like this one's hop, so that would be an O one. Let's see. Tub, that would be a U one, and so on. So he's going to do those. I'll leave a link below where you can download those off my website. And then these bigger ones are just the A vowels, because I printed those ones out before I printed these ones out, and I printed them out big, and then I decided I didn't need them that big, so I printed the rest of them out small. So anyway, that's what those are. And then finally, these are some Abeka cards, and these are the long vowels. So he's going to do short vowels with these, and then he's going to do long vowels with these. So he's going to make the word 5, F-I-V-E, and again, he's going to use his squares here, or blocks, I should call them. And he'll make 5. So that is the other activity in that drawer. All right, let's go on to the next one. Okay, this next drawer is more phonics reading activities. So these cards are Becca cards, and they make sentences. So I pulled out cards that make sentences. So what I'm going to do is I will make a sentence for him. Actually, okay. So he will have to read this sentence. Mom fed the dog. And then we will put a period at the end of our sentence. I will probably do this in a pocket chart, but I'm just showing you like this for right now. But I'll probably, have it laid out, or either just lay it out on the table so it can be one long sentence. So he's going to read this sentence. And we remind him that sentences end with an end mark, a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point. I remind him that they start with a capital letter. And then, so he will sound this out, read the sentence. If he reads it correctly, then I'm going to give him a little piece of this puzzle. Let me show you. And there's a handful of sentences. I have them all in order right here, so they're ready to go. And these cards, once you put them together, they make sentences. Then what he will do is, I have a couple different options here. I have either, he can make a house, he can make cars, or he can make a boat. Not boat, a sailboat. Yeah, it is a boat. Okay, so so let's say he wants to do the cars. So let's say he read that sentence correctly. Let me get this open and I'll show you.